Welcome back to what Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an SU-8, it's the Tier 6 Soviet SPG, and it's located on the north spawn of Arctic region under the command of FendaBenda. Well, it comes with a 152mm howitzer, this one. The stock one actually only carries a 122mm howitzer, capable of 500 alpha. This one is the 152, so it's got 600 alpha. And it's based on the chassis of the T-28 tank, the medium tank. Game started. Now this Arty never actually got produced, and the reason for that was that they stopped the production of the T-28 before it was developed. Now it's got a similar fire rate to that of the M44, but it's got a slightly better DPM. And the reason for that is, of course, the fact that its alpha damage is 600, whereas the DPM, or the alpha damage of the M44, is 550. They've both got about the same fire rate. Oh, and he's fired one in onto that lookout spot on the top of that mountain. It's normally where the tank destroyers will go. There is one tank destroyer in the enemy team. It's a Jagdpanther, but one of the enemy tanks might have gone up there instead. Okay, it's loaded, ready to go. Reload time should be around about the 16 to 17 second mark, if he's got a rammer. Now, the one good thing about the SU-8 is its arc. It's got a very high arc of fire, which means the shells can actually go over objects and hit targets who are trying to hide. And there is an Oni, and he's right at the back at that area, in the basically in the center of the south area of the map. Stationary, not doing anything, and now he's been hit. That was a direct hit, no explosion. Oh, we're seeing a Type 58 move up on our Cromwell, and in fact it looks like the enemy has managed to get a Fury, a T-43 and a T-3485 around the far northwest corner. Oh, we lost the Cromwell to that Type 58. Chinese medium tank. Loaded. Now, where did that Oni go? Well, we've lost sight of him for the moment. We've got a very large force up in the north in grid square A5 or A4, and they're not really moving forward. We've got a Panther there. Dialing in. Rounds out. This looks good. It is good. 203 hit points. In fact, the shell landed right on the turret and punched a hole through it. You can see the hole there. The Oni has taken up a defensive position by that rock, and he's got a T-3485 for company. Okay, I think we're going to dial in on that T-3485. Rounds out. Looks good. Splashes him for 115 hit points. And it stunned the Oni as well at the same time, and that's going to help because it'll slow his reload time. Getting ready for another shot. Go for the T-3485 again. Oh, now that Panther on the enemy team just exploded. His turret went off and he just brewed up. Still going after that T-3485, but we can't see him now, so we're going to go for the Oni. And it hits the rock face. Well, now that that Panther's out of the way, our OI and T-3485 have managed to squeeze their way through, but there is a Poodle on the rock to their right. And at that T-3485, and oh, we're firing at a Type 64. Direct hit! Now that tank's got very light armour, so anything we touch him with is going to hurt him. Can't see where the impact point was, but it doesn't matter now because he's dead. T-3485 got him, so we're going to go for the T-3485 on that corner by the rock. And we've stunned him. Now they've sort of nailed themselves to that rock, and it's not going to help them because, yeah, that's a direct hit on the Oni, and it's stunned both of them. If they stay there, they are going to get wiped out. if they want to survive, they're going to have to move. And if they do pull back, they're probably going to take some fire for it. But if they stay where they are, they won't survive. Rounds out on the T-3485. It stuns him, but it doesn't hit him or splash him. Well, only pulled back to take a shot. Okay, we're loaded. Going for the T-3485 again. Rounds out. And this time we stun the Oni, but not the T-3485. That's going to make it difficult for him to aim. But he's got rid of his stun. Still focusing on hitting that group behind the rock. And that time round we knocked 10 hit points off the T-34. And he just took a massive hit there. And we picked up the stun assist because he couldn't get out of the way of the shot. Okay, and he's killed. So we can now go after the Oni, get rid of him. And that shell went long and exploded well the other side, but we lost our VK3002D. And he was taken out by the enemy Hummel. Now, I don't know if you can notice on the minimap, but up in the northwest corner, they are making some progress. There is, yes, they managed to take out some of the defenders, and there's a direct hit on the Oni. It does look or appear that maybe, just maybe, we will be able to get some support from some of the enemy tanks. And we still stunned that Oni. There's a Type 58 in the open in grid square E4. And I don't think FendaBenda's noticing it. He's tunnel visioning on the Oni. Going for the Oni again. Trying to splash him. And it looks like it tracked him. Our teammates are moving up on him. Getting ready. T-3485 with very low hit points. Oh! Taken out by the enemy Poodle. We fire another round in, and this time 160 hit points to splash and track him. Now, if the Oni can get around into him at this moment, that should finish him off. Oh, he's come out the other side. We're not loaded yet, but we are now. Rounds out. No, went off to the left. Right, over on the other side of the battlefield, we've got a Jagdpanther there. The Type 58's retreated. We've dealt with that Fury, or that Firefly rather. And the P-43 Biz as well was killed by the enemy Type 58. Note that went long. He is a one-shot, that Oni. If we can get one round near him, a splash should be enough to finish him off. Okay, fires one in, but oh, he has been killed. The KV-13 got him. Okay, so now we're going to focus on this Type 58. The one I said was in the open for a while. He was trying to defend this gully. And he's now being attacked by a T-43. The Type 58's got less hit points, but at the moment he's in that dip. Now the Jagdpanther's coming around to help him, so if we can hit that guy, rounds out. He's moving into the shot, and he splashed for 171, and that's useful. But it does put the T-43 under a bit of pressure. We're almost loaded. Now, can we get around into those two? Loaded. Rounds out in the Jagdpanther. Direct hit, 266 this time. Right into his side. He's killed. The Type 58's killed. There's only one enemy remaining, and that's the Hummel. As far as we know, he's in the back of the map. There he is. It's been found. I think we can hit him from here. Rounds out. On the way. Direct hit. But it's not enough to kill him. But that shot from the KV-13 finishes him off and wins the game. And it also appears that FendaBenda managed to complete a mission as well during that battle. And here's the end of battle results. It's a first class tanker for FendaBenda in the SU-8. In fact, he got his first mark of excellence during that game. He got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 14. And he got a Confederate because he hit more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. In fact, he didn't get a single kill during that game, but he certainly did enough damage to help. And the win 8 for that game was 2,738. Now, he didn't get the highest damage. That actually went to the Poodle on the enemy team. He got 2,529 hit points of damage, but he didn't pick up the high caliber. So it probably wasn't 20% of the enemy hit points in total. But FendaBenda did manage to get 2,145 hit points, and of course that Confederate. And the next high score after that was the P43 Biz with 1,600 hit points. When it came to kills, it was actually the Poodle who got the highest amount. He got 4, then the Hummel got 3, and so did the Leo. When it came to base XP, it was 1,016 base XP for FendaBenda, 831 for the T150, and 825 for the P43 Biz. He fired 24 rounds in that game, got 7 direct hits, 0 penetrations, 21 splash. I thought he did penetrate one of those enemies, the Panther, but apparently, according to this, it says no, he didn't. Damage of 2,145 hit points, and all of it was at more than 300 meters. He hit 6 of the enemy, didn't get any kills though, but he did get damage assistance of 103 hit points and stun assistance of 981 hit points off 21 stuns. On a free-to-play account, he earned 32,217 credits, and after ammunition resupply, took away 12,777 credits. He received 1 bond for getting the Confederate, and 1,016 base XP, same again for completing the mission and events, took away 2,032 experience points altogether. So, first MOE, 75 battles after he bought this Arty, and that's pretty good going. I'm not sure how long it took me to get the first MOE on this vehicle, but certainly it's around about that sort of level, I seem to recall. But it's a great little Arty to have in your inventory. So if you haven't gone up the Russian line, I'd recommend you persevere, because the SU-8 is good fun. It just gets a little difficult when you get to the tier 7 Arty, because that little monster, well, that takes some time to get used to. But after that, you get the good Artys, the SU-14-2, the school bus, the 212A, and finally the Object 261, which is a very good Arty, just a little bit short on the ammunition. So if you enjoyed that replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.